So I haven't actually done one of these videos for a few weeks now, and I want to briefly explain why, and then get on to the update for this week, and in general since I've missed a few weeks. I was actually basically I've had three issues which have impacted my progress and also tracking. One issue which I already had and was causing a few problems was injuries. So I had a knee injury and a bicep injury. I had a back injury as well before, but that is definitely better. The knee injury looks like an MCL, so it's the inside of the knee, a ligament on the inside of the knee, which is not. It's still kind of lingering. That's not the worst of the two. The really difficult injury is the bicep. I've got some kind of strain in the middle of the belly muscle of the bicep. It's not tendonitis. Then I would have pain in the front of my shoulder. It's actually some kind of strain in the middle of the bicep itself. So if I do things like even lifting a kettle with a reasonable amount of water in it, it's not exactly painful, but I can feel it. It's a presence of a feeling that's there, meaning I can't do much more. I can't do any kind of exercise. I struggle to, if I try to play golf, I can't really swing at full power. I did try to play table tennis last night, just a light session, but again, full power, full hitting my shots fully was making my bicep sore. So I don't know if that's kind of a good idea. I think probably not. So in terms of whether it's good to stress that muscle a little bit, it's not too much, no sharp pain, or to not risk aggravating it. I want to do some movement and some kind of rehab, so I'm just thinking through that at the moment. But just to say, because of that injury particularly, a little bit the knee, I can't really go back to the kind of full exercise and resistance training approach that I was trying to improve and actually accelerate. Those injuries came from bouldering, and the whole point of bouldering in the first place was to try and build some strength in a more interesting way than just the gym or just weights exercises. And I'm starting to wonder. I'm kind of 50-50 on whether to continue bouldering or not, because it's kind of inevitable that you are going to fall off the wall at some point, and the risk of injury is kind of quite high. And the whole point of bouldering, even though I do really enjoy it, it's something enjoyable, but it's something that really, in order to build strength and really to facilitate a better level and a better enjoyment of the two sports that I like the most, which are table tennis and golf. So if that actually ends up um, impacting my table tennis and golf in a negative way, putting me out of those sports, it's not really fulfilling the purpose I wanted. So I might end up giving it up. I'd also like to do more other sports like tennis and squash to kind of supplement the table tennis and golf, but I'm not going to be able to do that either at the moment. But maybe that's a better option than the bouldering, and I just have to do push-ups and try and get to chin-ups at some point, which is a shame, because if I could do the bouldering, I think that would build to that in a more natural way, in a more organic way. As I improve in bouldering, I would gradually build strength in my upper body, and that was great. But I don't know. I'm kind of confused about it at the moment, really 50-50 on it. So how have things looked over those weeks? I have not measured everything every week, but I have intermittently, and tracking what I can, because obviously when traveling, I had things packed in the car, so I didn't use my body weight scales every day, for example. Um, and what's actually happened is I've kept the steps up as much as I can, because I can still walk, and walking is very good actually for the knee injury. My weight has pretty much stayed stable. I would have expected it um, to go up slightly because of the diet not being quite as good, but it stayed pretty fixed on 70 kilograms, which is good. Fat as well has stayed roughly around 12%. Gone up a tiny bit, which is what I would expect because my diet hasn't been as ideal, even though I try to keep it as good as possible. Muscle percentage hasn't dropped, even though I would have expected it to, because I haven't done anywhere near as much exercise. It might actually have a lag and drop a little bit, but so far it hasn't. So hopefully I can build that up or continue to somehow. I might have to just do exercises around what I can do, so more sit-ups and things because I can't really do much with my upper body. Sleep has been up and down because of you know, not because of stress, but because of pain in the case of the toothache and the abscess and then the extraction, and travel a little bit, sleeping visiting friends and sleeping not in a regular um, environment. And then blood pressure stayed pretty good and heart rate stayed pretty good. And so I just need to get back into some kind of routine and try and get back to exercising as best as I can. But overall, things are, I'm still in pretty good shape and looking to continue. The one thing I'd add is it's pretty clear to me that I'm not drinking enough water. Um, I didn't actually, I didn't make it a key goal so far, but I think in the last few weeks, because I wasn't doing much else, the one thing I could do is drink more water. And so my plan there is to just drink an extra 1 liter of water a day in whatever way I can. I did actually experiment to see if it would improve my vascular age, which has not changed, by drinking 2 liters of extra water a day on top of food and tea and whatever. But it didn't actually affect it much. So, but I do know that I don't drink enough water. So, um, to have something as sustainable as possible, I'm going to try and drink an extra 1 liter of water a day. So that's the update, a bit general this week. I'll get back to briefer and more consistent updates from next week onwards.